AP had my husband's baby and I would have rather he given me an STD. An STD can be cured or treated. This? It can never be cured or treated. It can only get worse and worse. Everything is tainted. My life is ruined. I can't believe I now have to give up so many things I've always wanted because we owe over $1,100 a month. So many things I wanted to do now impossible. Why? Because my husband is an ass and I have to suffer too. What did I do to deserve this? My life is not worth living anymore. I'm only staying around for my children. Nothing has any meaning now. Nothing can change what happened, so Therese, nothing worth doing. It'll just exist until I can finally die and it'll be over. So many people are cheated on every day and this doesn't happen to them. Why did it happen to me? Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1. I just ran through the California online child support calculator. For a salary of $70,000, the child support is around $1,100 a month. So not a high salary at all, a little above average. This represents about 25% of his net income. What I found was interesting that there is no consideration for an existing family and your children. Only the children on child support matter. If you divorce him, assuming you have 2 children, the total supported children goes to 3. Each child would get $700 a month, for a total of $2,100 per month at about 50% of his disposable income. Your kids would have $1,400 a month of support. If you have 3 children, the total support children goes to 4. Each child would get $600 a month, for a total of $2,400 at about 60% of his disposable income. Your kids would have $1,800 a month of support. These numbers currently compare to the estimated $3,300 of net income available to your family after her child support payments. They do not include any alimony to you. The numbers do support you, Mr. Big Bull 01's comments. So she stands to lose 35%, 45% of her child support if you divorce him, depending on how many children you have. This is a really good reason to keep your pants zipped. It is too bad that your husband did not take a look at this before he went outside his marriage. All of this comes across as pretty cold, so I want to tell you I am really sorry you are in this situation, none of which is your fault. Your husband will be lucky if you only decide to divorce him. Life as he envisioned it is not there anymore. You are only in the trap with him if you stay. It will be rough if you leave, but at least it is your decision. I wish you the best of luck sorting out what to do. Redditor 2. If you're this unhappy, you should perhaps leave him. The child support isn't yours or your children's burden. Answer. There are a lot of reasons I can't do that. I don't want to lose my children for any period of time custody. I simply don't have the income potential to live here on my own dime only, and am not sure my husband wouldn't go back to AP, and I don't want my kids around that woman. The child support isn't yours or your children's burden. Unfortunately, that's not true in practice. We've worked hard together to get where we are and now it's gone. Everything has been for nothing. Redditor 3. You don't want your kids around that woman, but your husband was just as wrong and they're around him daily. Change your perspective on this. You and your kids didn't deserve this. Don't stay with him for the fact that you don't want him going to her. Redditor 4. You are delaying the inevitable. Redditor 5. Your self-esteem is very low if you think that your life is all about your cheating husband. You have a lot of self-worth for you and your kids. You will find meaning again. Don't let what your awful husband did dictate the rest of your life. Hopefully you find the strength to leave him and find real happiness once again, since this is tarnished forever. Redditor 6. Be forewarned, if you are not in a loving, normal family situation, only staying together for the children, you are harming them more than you can imagine. It's much better for children to be raised in 2 happy households than 1 unhappy one. They learn how to live life by emulating their parents. Redditor 7. So you're staying married but absolutely miserable for the kids? Is that right? If he cheated, you may get sole custody. You do know it's a matter of time before your kids meet their new sibling in AP? It sounds like a way worse situation for the kids if you stay miserable with him. Redditor 8, I'm a single guy and I'm 29 years old, but I want to tell you about being a child who grew up with parents who stayed together for the kids, and it was horrible. I can't imagine your pain and suffering, all the grief you're going through, but I want to tell you something. The only person you control is yourself. You don't control your husband or the AP. Decide to seek healing for yourself, focus on your healing process, give your children the best mother you can be, a caring, present, safe mother, and the mother they have. I say that because when we are hurt, nobody can be that to somebody else. I imagine it must bleed a lot on you, but choose the healing process for you, just for you. You deserve an amazing, joy-filled life of living something amazing in every area of your life. The choices your husband has made don't define you, show who he is, not you. You can find support in many ways, through therapy, books, in your family and friends, but go ahead, build memories and what you dream about. I understand you wanting control of something you didn't have, but what if your husband decides to divorce you? Whether you get AP or not, your children will meet the baby or know about this child at some point. Discover new hobbies, invest in your education, make new friends. You are a person and getting through this will take time, but you can do it. You can and you will do it. I have faith in you. And I'm really sorry about that. P.S. There are many people who have rebuilt their lives after losses, divorces and various tragedies. Read stories like this. Redditor 9, hi, I am really feeling for you. You do not deserve this. Maybe there are two things you can do. One is of course divorce your husband. His burden for child support regarding the AP is not your burden. The second thing is contact AP and ask if she agrees to a lower monthly payment. Of course the first answer will be no. But then explain that you see no other alternative than divorce your husband. He will then be needing to pay child support to you and the AP. Well, he will not make enough money to keep up the $1,100, so in court that will be cut. So either way the AP will get less. It could be way less or even near zero if he has to pay you spousal support as well. Either way, the AP will lose. Hope you can pull this off. Take care and stay strong. Mr. Big Bull, Redditor 10. Leave this dumbass. He is now tied to his AP for at least 18 years. Divorce him, get what you can in the settlement, and move on with your life. It will be hard at first, but it will get better with time. If you don't divorce, you will have his betrayal thrown in your face perpetually, not to mention the continuous drain on your finances. Redditor 11, my life is ruined. I would argue that you had made a life, together, with this person. Who now has ruined your lives together? You still have a life? Look in the mirror and see yourself. That's one. Put her first. Your life is worth living. Your children need you. They deserve a happy and healthy mother who raises them properly and sets a good example for them. Staying with a cheater who fathered a child outside your marriage? Is that the kind of example you want to set for your children? To be a punching bag doormat to betrayal and infidelity? Get out. You owe it to your kids. Redditor 12, have him get a side job at McDonald's to cover the cost of his side child. An 8-hour shift at $15 an hour will give him $500 a month. Have him work both days off and it will cover his child support. Actions do have consequences. Redditor 13, my husband's ex married and had a baby with her AP. We really wanted to not like the little baby. It became impossible. The SDs brought him out for us to see before we left on our visit with them. He sure was cute and they were so happy to have a little brother. He got to walking and would run out to greet us when we picked up the girls, so damn cute. Later he packed a little bag and ran out and got in our car with the girls trying to come to our house. BM came out and got him. She scolded him and he cried so hard we had to wait until he calmed down. Finally he was allowed to come over to our house with them. We call him our stepson even though he is out of sequence. The charm of this innocent, Loving little guy changed our hearts. Redditor 14, we? Are you speaking French? He got that woman pregnant. Why should this impact you financially? Redditor 15, you know what you deserve? A new life. Please find the courage to move on. Your husband. Let him deal with this mistake on his own.